Hello, hello, hello everyone. What's up? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, episode 41. I hope everybody's doing very well. Of course, before we get into it all, if y'all wouldn't mind, definitely giving that like button some love, subscribe if you're new, share the video, ring that little bell, and definitely don't forget to follow me on social or check me out over on Rumble. Details for that are in the description below. Also, if you want to help out the channel in any other way. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get right on into it and talk to Alice. Ooh, got a weapons crate. Nice. Yet another hapless soul that Alphino saved from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Kira and I are going to scout the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh, very well then. Just take care out there. And for all of you wondering, for the brief couple weeks lull in some of my uploads and also in me going live, I had a somewhat serious medical condition I had to address that required surgery. But I'm out of the hospital now and everything's good and I'm recovering very nicely, so thank you all for sticking around and supporting me through that. I deeply appreciate that to everybody, and we'll just go ahead and keep on going in. The path that diverges, let us split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you would be so kind as to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking notes of what we see along the way. In a short while then. Okay, so we're going west. Oh, good. It's not that far. Ooh, what's that thingy? I see a thing. You discover a new location. Yay! If I can get the heck up this damn rock. There we go. Alright, destination, here we are. I am under attack. Oh no! Okay, we're done with that. Now we gotta go up here. Definitely gotta go attune that aetherite so we don't have to... I had to walk quite a... Well, it wasn't that far. Okay, are you gonna leave me alone, Mr. Huldu? Oh, this time there's two of them. Uh-oh, I just aggroed that guy, so let's go ahead and take care of him. Oh crap, I'm out of Gishel greens? Oh, that's not good. Holy crap, I'm out of everything. That's really not good. I'm halfway tempted to go over there and attune it, but then at the same time, it's like I'm pretty sure they're probably going to give me a quest to go there anyways.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there. You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it? If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Urianger. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come. Let us see how this unfolds.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course. Master Alphino waiteth for us atop Rung. Thither should we make our way.
Alrighty then. Are you kidding me? I have to go all the way back here? Alright, well, I'll go ahead and cut it here then, everybody, and I will see you once we get back down there. Alright, everybody, here we are. We're back. I went ahead and also attuned up here while I was in the area, so at least there's that. I didn't expect to see you Chals here. Though I suppose it was well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gulg. For this, we need to put all our heads together. Yes. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Ooh, a new bow? Dexterity 155, okay. I'll definitely wear that for sure. Alright, a gigantic undertaking. I don't know why I say gigantic. Gigantic. Chest gear. Ooh. Get a new piece of chest armor while we're at it.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vorthry's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmor's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt to refit.
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to us!
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder and seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain. In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed, yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Balderdash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. A solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work. Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Let's see. First, we'd need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found near the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It'd be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armoring. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmor is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a Talos of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief. That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmor and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Mord, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand. Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
We are the saviors of the world.
Saviors of the world? Are you being serious? Oh, gods, you are.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
That dude's like, why did I have to go and open my mouth? Alright, Chai. What do you need, Chai? What's going on, my man? Great idea by your wife. Have the design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Oh, crap. Didn't mean to accidentally skip that. Lagged out for a second. What? A village of Umorian exiles? But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work. Never. I never should have fixed that ruddy lift. Never should have ridden it up here. Never should have. Oh dear, Darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Kiara. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. Bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You'll need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation. Awake is his sense of daring. Choose words that best encourage China's. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirits sufficiently during the conversation. Okay, but it can't be too obvious, right? Encourage China's. Duty commenced. Okay, China's is plagued with self-doubt. I can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size, no one's ever dreamed of it. Alphana once struggled to collect firewood. There you go. He did? But he's such a capable lad. Brimming with confidence. Suppose even the most capable among us have struggles to overcome. China still harbors some misgivings. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers, and they're not bally likely to give it. Tristral's among them, you said so yourself, lest you've forgotten. We've essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. You don't know until you apologize. I'll come with you. If you were there too, perhaps he'd be more willing to accept an apology. But wait, what am I thinking? Relying on others to fight my battles? It's disgraceful. It is what it is, and it might even make things worse. Oh, I don't know why I said it is what it is. Is what it is. Disgraceful is what it is. Whoops. Okay, come on, dude. And in the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous Talos is impossible, and no amount of contrition will change that. And even by some miracle, the people of Amenity were willing to let bygones be bygones. They think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. It's less absurd. Change comes to... We liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd. Well now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim. Such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd, yet you succeeded in spite of, but because of it. Our own strategy may likely seem absurd, but maybe, just maybe, it stands a better chance of success for it. Okay, now you're feeling a little bit more optimistic, but be that as it may, there are risks to consider should the venture fail. Aye, imagine for a moment that we fail to reach Va3 and only succeed in provoking him in his fury. He may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. We could build Talos for battle. I've thought of that, I assure you, but I'm afraid Talos cannot contend with Sin Eaters. If they could, I never would have come to Umor. Nonetheless, I appreciate your earnest attempt to find a solution. Okay, he's still somewhat optimistic. It makes me wonder, what is it that drives you? Tell me, why did you throw yourself into the midst of such a grueling struggle? To protect those I love. Indeed. What else could compel us to face such dangers? I too have someone I wish to protect, with whom I want to live out my days in peace. China's is burning with motivation now. Duty complete. Nice. Hurrah! He's gonna go Super Saiyan! He's gonna scream and his hair is gonna turn gold. Yes, yes, by the gods I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. There you go, man. Aw, his wife's so happy. Happy wife, happy life, right? Right. Let's head to Amenity and speak with the villagers with Tristal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yilmore. She's like, hell no, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out here. I don't know if I can keep you safe. But perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Man, seriously? Come on, Exarch. Master Chai. That you are best without a doubt is proof that you can innovation the task... Wait, I'm sorry, I'll read it. Master Chai, that you are best with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus as some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be fit for the divine, if something has to be done before, then it most absurdly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man if not an idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams, my friend. Can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. No one would have found fault with them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. And for their determination they accomplished numerous feats that may believe lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. The desire to make the impossible possible. Come, darling, like the old days, I would be the first to see to your Talos. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. I'm glad my words struck a chord. Shall we? Chord or chord? Alright, where are we going? Oh, back up there? Okay. Well, that ain't too far. That's not too far indeed. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta hide these sides. Those are just some more, like, dungeons and stuff that I unlocked earlier. I was leveling up my healer for a bit and picked up those in, picked up those quests in Foundation, so... Oh god, I'm stuck. What the heck? Ow, that hurt. There we go. Get those out of the way. You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gulg by means of Talos' Hareforth unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land, that is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation? You have every right to be upset. Vothri's not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We are free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now what we did to you, to full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let the past wrong stand in the way of a brighter future. And so I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Gulg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't you have nothing to show the others when they return with help? Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building. Nay, the history of all mankind, but rest assured this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. Ah, Wicked White. Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that it was all we required. But I forgot one rather important needing to bring a Talos to life. The heart? That's right, the heart. I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with the Talos. So while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore to which to fashion a heart. A heart suitable of bringing alive a Talos that shall embrace the very ferment. Alright, don't look while I change, everybody. It's like, close your eyes. Alright, let's go. If you seek material for the Talos' heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They are the Thulls, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they'd be willing to cooperate indeed. It was one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You will find the Thulls in their village to the northwest, a place called Torma. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Samrat, and do not forget to greet him with a hearty lal ho. Permit me to join you, Kara. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. I'll leave the heart to the two of you then. The variety of ore doesn't matter so long as it's rich with aether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. Well then, it's a good thing we already attuned over here. So this is Tomra. Seldom do we see dwarven folk at the Crystarium. To be in the presence of so many, I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Okay, so they're like a bunch of VVs with beards. Cool. Lolly ho. What a sorry excuse for a greeting was that. Where's your heart loss? Your stones? Come, let's try it again. I mean, they always talk in like a kind of like an accent. Lally ho! Lally ho! Come on, Exarch. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I can't do the accent all the time, but there's room for improvement. Any road. Now that we observed a common courtesy, who are you and what are you doing here? At the recommendation of the Dezins of Humanity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thrall family. May we speak to Chief Samrat? Why, yes, you may. I am Zamat, and I bid you welcome to Tomra. If it's the folk of Amity that what sent you here, you must have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. Well, well, and here I thought those below had no fight left in them. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with that floating volcano and all them sin eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, the kind of ore you seek is precious to us too. If I let you have it only for you to bungle things up and squander it, like no amount of ale will wash away my charge. First, I need to make sure you're worthy by means of a trial. Aye, a trial most tricksy, passed down through the line of Thrall. And what is this trial? Hehehe. Come with me and I'll tell you all. You all, not y'all. You all. Listen well. As you know, we are minded folk, and that mind in life, danger is a constant companion. So when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take them to the mines. This is why we do an undertaking, a trial, a test, a 3 trial all good miners can't do without. Discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it the 3D Mine Runner. Now look at my helm. Mark its features well. You'll be given a slingshot which you must shoot dwarves of us wearing helms what are different. Okay. Alright, made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take to the trial, report to the overseer nearby, and best of luck to you. Okay, everybody, I will be right back. Okay, everybody, I am back. I had to go to the little boy's room real quick. Alright, where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Oh, you must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told, in 3D Mine Runner, use a slingshot to shoot them as wear the wrong helm. Let us begin with a spot to practice, eh? Search for the dwarf wearing the wrong type of helm. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target the dwarf and use the slingshot with the left mouse button. Okay. So it's one of those. Can you spot the one that's different? That's the X arc. Or the dwarves over here. No. Oh, I just saw one moving. Nice shooting. Keep it up in the actual trial, eh? Aye, that's the way. Next time the trial's for true. Let me know when you're ready, eh? What, am I Canadian now? Just kidding. Ready for a trial? Right this way then. This time there'll be them as wear the right helm. You shoot them, you fail, so look carefully before you let that stone fly. Yeah, if we shoot the wrong dwarf, the thing will end. Shoe bill. Alright. So that one I think has got the right one. Alright, so we just have to wait and see. Oh, here we go. Gotcha. Well done, a fine show of discernment and dexterity. Dexterity, yeah. Well done, well done. The trial never lies. You got what it takes to be a miner. Run on back to the chief now and get on with putting into all this strangeness of late. Okay. That was some impressive shooting, lass. Consider me satisfied. Aye, it's plain you didn't come this far with luck alone, so I'll place my faith in you and help you find the ore you seek. Alrighty. Let's get our new armor piece. The legs. Alright everybody, well I'm going to go ahead and end it here, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.